Hey guys, it's John here coming to you with a Disney Store Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs review. Here I have for you today Snow White, so let's jump right in and have a closer look at her packaging. Packaging wise, Snow White comes in a blue windowed plastic sleek box with a cardboard backing which displays a very faint image of the woods. Of course, we have the Disney Store logo at the top corner and her name at the bottom in a crowned heart, surrounded by yellow filigree swirls with blue and white gems outlining the border of the packaging itself, while also having little sparkles, circle and heart decals all over. The back of the packaging displays the Disney Princess logo, a very faint background image of Snow White's castle, and the Disney Store Snow White classic doll herself. So now let's jump right in and have a closer look at the fairest of them all herself. So here we have Snow White right out of packaging, looking as adorable as always in her signature blue, yellow and red court dress. Face-wise, Snow White looks as accurate as ever, with her round puffy face, brown deep set eyes which are side glancing to the right in Disney Store tradition, rosy cheeks and lips as red as a rose. I wouldn't say her skin is as white as snow though. Looking at her, it looks like she's been getting her daily dose of vitamin D, if you know what I mean. As for hair, Snow White has a short styled bob which is parted in the middle and is as black as ebony. Her fringe pieces are tied down at the sides of her face, ending in two big curls, while the rest of her hair is in a curled bob and is gelled to perfection, feeling like a solid hard rock, with not a single strand out of place. Moving down to clothing, Snow White is donning her signature court dress, which consists of a dark blue bodice with gold detailing, high white collar, short puffy light blue and red sleeves, a bright yellow skirt that flows down past her knees with glittering filigree swirl, circle and flower decals on the front with yellow gem detailing, simple bright yellow flats, a red headband with a bow, and of course, her bright red cape. Overall, the outfit here is very nice, achieving the iconic look as a whole with all elements present. Saying that though, even though all of the aspects to Snow White's signature look is here, it appears that slight changes deprive Snow from truly shining. The basic dress itself is actually really nice, with gems sprinkled onto the dress giving it a fancy effect along with the swirling patterns. The whole outfit has minimal glitter which I love, and the glitter that is present on the front of the skirt is not too shabby either, since it seems not to shed at all, unlike ones on previous year's dolls. This year's glitter is contained to the skirt's filigree swirl, circle and flower decals, which matches Snow White's packaging border, tying in the 2015 theme together. Though I will say, if Disney Store was going to go all out with this theme, I would have liked to see the decals go all the way around her dress rather than just the front, since now compared to the front, the back looks a tad too plain. Comparison wise, standing next to my custom Disney Store Snow White that I've mixed and matched to get as movie accurate as possible, which now consists of a 2013 head, 2012 body, 2012 10-pack dress with high heels, and 2014 cape, the Snow White 2015 classic doll shares a very similar, possibly even identical face sculpt, paint, and overall body, minus the articulated plastic legs. Though as for clothing, she seems to lean more towards the 2012 Disney Princess redesigns, with slightly altered colours now appearing more vibrant, added glitter detailing, and changes on a few pieces of her outfit, such as her iconic red satin headband with a bow styled to the right side of her head rather than in the middle. This choice has been on and off with her doll since her 2012 redesign and would be difficult to correct or even just take off without messing up her hair, since it's tied down to the sides of her face along with her fringe pieces. Snow's dress is depicted as a bright yellow, as well as being shorter now rather than being long, flowing down just past her ankles. Snow as well continues to wear her simple bright yellow flats rather than her tan pumps with bow accents. Lastly, Snow's cape this year is a little bit of a letdown compared to the 2014's cape, which was close to perfection. Not only has it gone back to the bright red over the deep blood red 2014 had, but now it's attached to her shoulders by Velcro straps, which are very off-putting when the cape is taken off, rather than the complete cape that went across her shoulders and attached at the ends like a real traditional one would do. All in all, even though I do have my critiques, do note that these are all minor details on the doll, and as a whole, I think this year's version of Snow White is very beautiful in her own unique way. Articulation wise, Snow White here can rotate her head completely 360, tilt her head up, down, and side to side. Her arms can also rotate completely 360 along with her elbow. And her elbow can also be bent at 90 degrees. Her hands rotate completely 360 as well and can tilt up and down. As for legs, Snow White can kick forward, back, and do the splits, though she does have the rubber click knees that only click a few times. Overall, I'm happy with the Disney Store Snow White. She has great aesthetics with minimal glitter, which I like. This year's filigree and gem detailing theme as well is actually really beautiful. It is a little disappointing though that some of her clothing elements seem to have gone backwards in detailing and quality rather than forwards. Articulation is as well a letdown, continuing to be very limited in her legs, prohibiting her from getting into any dynamic poses. All in all, if you already have a Snow White doll of recent years, I would say this one could be a pass, since the basic doll herself seems to not have any major changes in her face aesthetically, and definitely not in her body functionally. If you don't have a Snow White doll though, just want to update or like this year's outfit, this is the doll for you. I highly recommend the Disney Store Snow White for any Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, or Disney princess enthusiasts in general. And until next time, I will see you guys soon. Bye!